White 29! Hot! Red 54! Black 18! Black 18! Set! Set! Get set! Hut! Hut! Red 29! Hut! Blue 22! Blue 22! Hut! Hut! Blue 85! Blue 85! Let's go! Ready? Let's go! Set! Set! Here we go! Set! Set! Blue 30! Blue 30! Set! Hut! Hut! All right! Set! Hut!
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Of course. You know how that judgment can always sometimes be your demise. I said, you know how sometimes you made me forget what I said. Uh-huh. Well, I think you can get Boston. All right. All right. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sure, you fuck with it? I feel it. That's cool. I just sparked some.
one of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone.
Get it, we ain't scared of nobody.
Home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started.
Let's make a statement right now, man. Make a statement right here.
The Canes will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
This stadium ain't that cracking like that.
They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
With a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The give from the gun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra
Good, we
point,
bounced back.
and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Mims. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll do it himself.
Oh, I did not know. Come on.
They go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Pulls it in. It's Evans. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Finds his man. It's Evans. Still running at the 40. Open field on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Running back searching for a hole. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas State. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. A very efficient scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Marion. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. From the gun, give on the inside. On the move at the 30. Oh, a lot of space. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, K.
So close game. We good.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Jackson gonna throw it. A little screen to the running back. There he goes. Gives him the big stiff arm. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
Well, this defense has been outstanding in coverage early in this game. We're just in the first quarter. Of course, they already have an interception. They should have had their second right there.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Ball sitting right at the 50-yard line, and they'll go for it on 4th and long.
Fuck, I just fucked up. Oh my god. Fuck.
Off play action. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity.
So we make statements on defense.
And get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man.
Oh, man.
Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Back to throw, it's back. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. We'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Bauman. Drills him with the stiff arm. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great defenses.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a crease. It's Fletcher. He's
Come on, man.
at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I have to kick that shit. Come on, man.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. To the air, it's back. He's got it on the move. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. He'll set up to throw. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Miami. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You talk to any quarterback, Jesse, and they love finding the big tight end. Hard to overthrow the big fellas with a big reach and nice mitts. Nice catch by the tight end.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with. running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Lisa. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards.
Oh!
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back to the 16.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
I said, hike that nigga already off the line. Like, nobody, where the blockers at? Where'd they go? That's crazy.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, the ground game. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Hurricanes will hustle to the line. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play home.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push him upfield. Quarterback's got to sell. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
They're going to have to kick the ball.
Closer and closer to pay dirt.
Niggas have to kick the ball.
But now it's third
What?
and goal.
Oh.
Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Hurricane. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This
That's
offense
redemption.
is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically
get
down
to
the
it.
field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this
Let's
offense.
shake back. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. But come on, look at the teams. We're not even going to play that game. Look at the teams. We're not going to play that game.
Busy as they built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff.
Shit, let's lock in. We got 1 minute, 17 seconds. Let's lock in. We'll get right back in this game.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Use the play fake, now to throw.
Niggas want to catch the ball. Golly.
Completion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got his man. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. They're going to run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. With the catch, it's Sparks. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Come on. Get your ass over there.
Jackson will throw. steps away. Throws into the middle of the field. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And we are officially in blowout. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again.
All right, go ahead and send that back.
Going in at halftime,
Go ahead and
guys.
send that back.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. May change this route. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness. And you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got some room to run. Smacks him with the stiff arm.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't make the connection.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Using his feet to buy time. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Turning it on! They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now, getting in their territory, they need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
Missouri wants to go fast. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. The sneak scores it.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they take advantage of good starting field position, move the ball 35 yards, and it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Quarterback keeps it. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
And how about the confidence? This coach is very confident. 4th down, backed up in my territory, inside my 20, and you go for it? Wow, you better get it, and you did here. So great coaching.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an...
Got enough space. Touchdown Sooners. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Anytime the pitchman is able to score on these option-type plays, there has to be great blocking downfield by the wide receiver. That was absolutely textbook, and that's what allowed the running back to go score.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. So an 82-yard drive there. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires it. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's going to throw deep right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Setting up the screen. There he goes. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Throwing right. He's got it. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, as soon as the running back got the ball, there was just absolutely nowhere for him to go. It just seemed like the D-line built a wall up front.
Yeah, and a great job. You're thinking pass right away because the draw is supposed to look like a pass first, rushing upfield, but then seeing it, reacting to it, and making sure they let that ball go nowhere. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Got him in the backfield quick.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point splits the uprights. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tiger.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Back to pass, it's Mateer.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water with this offense so backed up. They're able to get to him for a sack, and I give the quarterback credit because I thought he was about to take a safety. Somehow he was able to stay out of the end zone.
And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got it at the 25, just needing a yard on second down. From his end zone, he'll go up top. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Feels like they're just inches away from their own end zone, and it's third and long. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. Out of bounds at the 18, and man, do they have great field position now.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll start this drive firing. Blasted as he lets it go. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
One more snap coming before halftime. Off play action on first down. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He's got it on the outside. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Manning. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Ball's on the 16, and they need 6 on second down. Gets the back moving. To the air on second down. He's going for it all. Makes the grab on the left side. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a wild get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Right down the middle. Got a man. It's Burks. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Burks. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
And the Sooners are on the move. To throw, it's Mateer. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
This quarterback part of their running game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the...
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooner.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Coleman. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Going to swing it on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Tiger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Pulls it in, it's Barnes. He gets it up close to the 25, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
Yeah, you're just running out of time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down, late in the game, I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it. Because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Bust through behind his pad. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. And an explosive play gets this offense working. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Just keep slinging it. A shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the catch on the left. Oh, he's getting ahead. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Salt into a wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. It'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. He's got the tight end. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 30. Inside the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
He gets the 2-point conversion, and we have ourselves a 13-point game. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screenplays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Spits it out to the back. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to...
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover.